Hey friends, welcome to the Music Makers Show, a professional live show for music makers and artists. I want you to become inspired and motivated by my story and journey as an artist. In my live show, you will get to see what is going on behind the scenes in the daily life of a music composer and sound designer. Learn from watching behind the scenes content. Be inspired by watching me do all the creative work behind the music, the sounds, the videos, etc. Gain knowledge and new ideas by watching me do the marketing, promotion and business side of music. Get motivated by watching me test new plugins, effects, sample libraries and all kinds of gear and software. This is a live show where I share all aspects of my professional journey and story as a music composer and sound designer. And you are very welcome to take a seat and enjoy the show. Please join the community in the chat to make new connections and friends. There are only 3 basic rules. Be positive, friendly and encouraging. Welcome to the Music Makers Show. I'm Mike, sharing my story, and you rock, my friends.
Click the subscribe button and feel the power.
This is my first test. So, this is my first live stream with my new professional setup, and let's see. Oh, that's the lag. I'm trying to get used to the lag. I see the preview monitor here, and it seems to be 18 seconds from my broadcasting software, and that's to Joycaster, which is the broadcasting syndication service I use, which makes it possible for me to stream to multiple platforms. And now I'm trying to find where the live stream actually shows up on YouTube. And I don't know, I feel that YouTube needs to make it more clear where the live stream goes, because now I have no idea how to find it on the actual YouTube homepage. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can let's see. And for those of you guys who have been tuning in, this is a test stream, so feel free to drop out because it's going to be a lot of messing around in the interfaces of all these software that I use. So basically, I am using Wirecast, which is a broadcasting software, to stream to a service called Joycaster, and that service can then syndicate it to several platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and a bunch of others. And I'm going to also check if I can get the chat to work. Where the heck do you find my live broadcast on YouTube? Seriously, I'm not on mobile, I'm on a desktop here. Seems pretty strange that they have the homepage, the trending page, the subscriptions, but no, I don't see any live tab like I used to stream on Twitch before, and that was much more clear. So basically, this stream is to test my setup, test the audio settings. I even use an analog mixing console over here to the left to get all the audio out to the stream. Let's see, now I'm gonna test, and I'm looking over here because this is my second monitor where I have the broadcasting software set up. So I can switch between video shots. Let me just test this. This is a track I've made, almost like a music video. And there I put it on play, and I know it's going to take a while until it ends up on stream. Alright, so that was a test to play a video, one of my music videos in the stream. And actually, I'm going to take a look afterwards, after this video live stream has ended, on the actual video on YouTube and see what worked and what didn't work so well. Let's see, I actually got the live stream up on my phone because it was easier. So we have a couple of viewers in here, even though it is a test stream. So if you don't want to see me messing around, keep watching something else instead. So we have Olivier, a great friend of mine who is making courses. Welcome. Victor Enghed. The microphone level is very low compared to the... Okay. It's very difficult to make all these audio work with my Wirecast software, because I only see a like main level out. So, and Vitor from the Music Makers group on Facebook, which is a community for music makers. So, what I have been setting up here, I don't think I can switch to this screen, because this screen is where my broadcasting software is set up, which is Wirecast. But basically, if you guys are familiar to OBS, this is like a professional version of that kind of software. So this makes it possible for me to switch screens. So now I'm on the webcam on full screen, and this is if I want to show. Oh, now you can see yourself. This is the full screen on my computer monitor, and this is actually the service I will use to stream to multiple platforms. I'm only streaming to YouTube right now because this is a test stream, but I am going to stream to Twitch as well, and perhaps a couple of more platforms like Facebook, Periscope. I don't know right now. So it is supposed to show all the chats, like integrate all chats, even though this is in beta. So if I stream to, let's say I stream to YouTube and Twitch, instead of having to pull up, like, I don't know where, on another monitor, both the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat, I am supposed to be able to look at this, if you can see my mouse moving here, and this will integrate all the chats from all the platforms I stream to into one single window, which I think is great. The downside is that if I write here in text, no one will be able to see it, because it only works one way. So I will be able to see your messages, but I won't be able to respond in text. Oh, Victor, I work as a sound designer and engineer for video games and films. That is awesome. I mean, I have a day job, or two actually, but my dream is to become a full-time music composer and sound designer. So that is basically the main theme of my live show, my professional live show, will be my sharing my story and journey as I work or as a music composer and sound designer towards the dream I have to become a full-time and professional music maker in that field. So what did you work on, Victor? Any games or films that I know about, perhaps? Anyways, so the microphone is a bit lower. Let's see if I can turn up the mic. I have a hardware compressor and limiter, so perhaps I should try to gain over here instead on the output. Let's see. 1 2 1 2 test 1 2 on 0 1 2 1 2 1 2 testing. Let's turn it up 8 or 9 decibels. 1 2 testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. It's peaking around -12 now, and I don't want to run the signal too hot because I hate distorted audio. Like, I hate it so much. So let's see. 1 2 testing 1 2. Is that better? Anyways, now I also want to test if you can hear when I play in my DAW in the background. Let's say you watch me on the webcam. I have Logic Pro X in the background already set up, and loaded a piano plugin, which is Addictive Keys, and I'm going to play something and see if you can hear and how the volume is and so on. Alright, so I can see on the little audio meter here in the broadcasting software that was peaking around -10 decibel, and since piano is kind of a softer instrument, I don't think I want to raise the level, because I want to be able to play full tracks in my DAW if my computer can handle that while streaming, with maximizer, limiter, compression, and so on. So yeah, I can assume I can turn up. Hello, Chuck, another person from the Music Makers Group, which is a Facebook community that I run for all kinds of music makers of all styles and all over the world. So if you are not yet in that group, please search on the Music Makers Group on Facebook and join today. What I'm doing here, Chuck, and all other people who are with me on the stream here, is that I am finally testing a real test, which I have postponed for too long time now, of my professional live streaming setup. And this will be a professional live show for music makers and artists to learn, be motivated and inspired by watching me do creative work on music and sounds, test new plugins, do reviews, and work on the marketing and business side of music as well. Basically, I will share my journey as a music composer and sound designer as I work on my dream to become a full-time professional composer and sound designer. Because as of now, this is more or less a hobby, because I don't make enough money to make it work like full-time. So I am testing the audio setup, switching in the broadcasting software, which I have on my other screen here. I'm testing the audio levels both on when I play the videos. I can turn on like a music video. Let's do that for a couple of seconds. Like, this is a video clip, a music video, if you will, that I have made. And then I can turn it off and I'm back on screen. So I want to set up the audio level on my microphone, on the video clips that I play, and also in the background. Goddamn, the sustain. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't curse. The sustain pedal, I need it. We keyboard players need a sustain pedal to sustain the power. So it is really difficult to balance the audio levels. Obviously, if I play a video clip that has very compressed audio, that will sound louder because of compression. So, Victor, you work as a composer and sound designer for mostly independent films, advertisements, trailers, etc. Are you in the Music Makers Group? Because I really want to have more people that have some kind of foot in the industry, so we can all share advice with each other, and perhaps even well, introduce someone to an opportunity. Like if you can't make something yourself or don't have time, some other person in the group can take that job or gig, basically. Yeah, yeah, we are all adults here, and I will mess. That's the great thing with live. I will mess up. I will stumble. I will do all kinds of crazy things, and you will get to see my super nerdy, geeky personality. And basically, there are no edits in live, and that's one thing I love. I love to watch live streams because I feel that you get a closer connection when you see someone live, and obviously you can interact in the chat as well. It's really strange. I have the chat. I don't know if you will be able to see anything. This is the YouTube app, so I see the chat here on my phone. But more than that, I have a service here on the main monitor, which is the broadcasting. I think it's called syndication service. And that is supposed to put all live stream platforms into one stream, basically. So I can stream only one stream out to the internet, and this service takes care of syndicating it to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and so on. And there I will also be able to see the chat. But that is in beta mode. Beta. I'm Swedish. Hey, you have to be patient with my accent. So I should try to play something like drums or something to see the level from my DAW. And by the way, this is my first stream in this brand new professional live show for music makers, which is going to be called simply The Music Makers Show. But that's the reason why I haven't prepared anything. There's not an agenda for this. There's not a prepared script, nothing. So I'm just messing about. I'm going to try to play some drum loops from Stylus RMX to see, because I know that has a very hot signal, and I want to see if I peak the audio in any way. I want to find something that is like, if my DAW shows 0 in the loudness level, so it's basically peaking. I want to see what the output is in audio level in my broadcasting software. The VIC, welcome. This is a messing about testing first live stream, so you have to bear with me or go to another video if you like. But basically I'm just messing about. So let's test a couple of drum loops to see. I'm going to push it some more. All right. Now I'm pushing. I don't know, I can barely hear myself now, but I'm pushing almost peak level audio. Oh god damn it, let me turn that off. That was pushing almost peak level audio in Logic, and I want to see in my broadcasting software over here in the audio meter how much the audio level actually is going out to the stream, which is what you guys hear. Thank you, the VIC. Let's see. So if I play this again. I could probably turn it up just a bit, because that is averaging around minus 10 dB in the output. Yeah, it shouldn't be distortion. I like to leave some headroom, but I don't know if YouTube has audio loudness normalization or any algorithm in their live streams, because you know, when you switched radio station back in the days, there could be a drastic variation in loudness level. That has changed because they have strict rules on the average loudness levels that is allowed to be broadcasted. So there's a standard for it, but on live streams I don't know if it is. So I don't want to get my live streams to be too quiet compared to others, but I don't want to push it too hard, because I always want to leave some headroom so the audio will never be distorted. Unless we're talking about saturation and harmonic distortion, obviously. But never clip the audio. So let's see. I will test another aspect. I want to test all the aspects here. So I have tested to switch to a video, switch between the webcam. This is my computer, and this is my computer plus myself in picture mode, as it is called. Let's see, it shouldn't for live stream, but for YouTube's sake, it's probably true for loudness. I don't know. Is it? I'm hoping for a loudness normalization to be implemented basically everywhere, because I hate the loudness war. I am a fan of dynamics. So that is switching between. Let's go back to the full webcam view, and let's see. Then I have this aspect, which is the chat, and I don't really like to have to write on the phone, but let's see. Test. God damn it, I can't type on a phone. 2 small characters. When seen. Oh! My name was in yellow. Dynamics. Yeah, I love to have dynamic expression. Like, it's almost insane how like music today, modern music on the radio, like pop, EDM, hip hop, rock, all the popular genres are squashed into a square block, basically, if you look on the waveform. And that is sad. Okay, so let's see if I play that drum loop hot as hell, and then the piano. Where's the sustain pedal? And you get to see me bobbing my head as I am keeping the rhythm here. And also I'm trying to watch at the same time the audio meter in my broadcasting software, so I'm just messing here. Why is the sustain pedal keep going back to the wall so I don't reach it? Yeah. So, and obviously my setup, this is not great. By the way, if you guys make music and use a MIDI keyboard, it always seems like it is not in the best position to, like if you're on a piano, I don't know you, yes you can see this. You're supposed to have this relaxed and good posture when you play, but as you have a MIDI keyboard on a desk, and I have my computer keyboard here as well, it's a bit strange in the position of the piano. Oh, so the levels are okay now for the piano and drums. Let's see, I want to watch when I sit here and talk. 1 2 1 2 testing, 1 2 1 2 testing. Alright, so I pushed almost -6 to 8 dB. I think that is a good signal. I want to go back to the video now, which is a music video I made for one of my tracks, and see how hot the signal is. So this should be a bit hotter in the chorus because this is a mastered version of a track, so I can speak with the video, but I'm watching the audio metering here and want to see the average loudness level going up. Alright, so I was averaging about -6 dB on the mastered video in the broadcasting output level, peaking around -3-4 dB. So I want the video with mastered sound to be a bit louder, so that's okay. Well, thank you, Chuck. It's actually an older piece that I made a couple of years ago. Decided to finish it off with a mastered music video, and I could make a post in the Facebook group if you want on how I actually made the music video, like step by step. It's quite an elaborate process involving Final Cut Pro, which is my video editing software, and I don't know, I think I used Motion as well. So this is my first ever live stream in my professional, I'm keep referring to it as a professional live show, because I have seen so many live stream that doesn't really have an agenda, doesn't have a topic, doesn't have a structure, basically just hanging around. And that is not what I intend this live show to be. Obviously, this live show episode, the first one, is more of a testing and hangout show, because I don't have an agenda other than testing all this stuff and all this gear and all this software and all these services. But going forward, I will have a specific topic and agenda for each episode that I do. The next one, which is probably going to be tomorrow, is... So, by the way, I want to go back a bit first. The main theme of this live show will always be me sharing my journey and story as I work towards my dream of becoming a full-time music composer and sound designer. So I will share all aspects of being a music maker and working towards that destination. So in the next episode, which will be the first real episode in this live show, I will actually make a brand new DAW template in Logic Pro X, which I use because I have realized that I need to start really from scratch now in an effort to basically make my journey more clear. So that is going to be the next live show. I think, my friends, that I'm going to call this a quit because I want to watch the replay, because I don't know how everything looks and sounds until I watch the replay, and then make some few adjustments until the next episode, which will be a real episode, basically. I do not have a turntable VIC. Let's see. Thank you, Vitor. So, until next time, thank you guys for being part of this messing about testing stream and letting me know what works and what I needed to improve on. And it's looking great and sounding great. That's what I was aiming for with this first episode, to make the setup complete. I have quite a professional setup. This is a very good Rode NT1A microphone connected to my analog mixing console from Allen & Heath, a great company for mixing consoles, and using a DBX compressor and limiter to tame the microphone. Good night from California. Well, it's not night here in Sweden, but take care until next time, VIC. Or Vic, can I call you Vic, perhaps? And all you other guys and girls, we can... I don't have many women watching my YouTube channel, so let's see if we get some in the live show. Oh, thank you, Vitor. I hope you will continue the great discussions and sharing of knowledge and inspirational stuff in the Music Makers group. So there you will find me on Facebook. If you are not yet a member, it's free to join and everyone is welcome. So let's see, how do I even turn this off? Let's see. I think it's this button here. So take care until next time. And I hope I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.